Find a nice big space in your hallway or wherever you are. Okay, so our first thing is the ball in our hands. You can just do a little soft knee. When I say soft knees, a little bend, and just do some little reaches all the way around. I want you to do 3 in one direction. Pull in the tummy so that you're not using your back too much. Try and go lovely, long and tall. So we've got 2 more this way. Bigger circles. Okay, and then when you get to the top, I want you to change direction for 4. We're going to go round the other way. Now, if you want to take the ball closer to the floor and bend your knees a bit more as you start to warm up, you can do. If not, just do it nice and comfortably with just a little bend of the knees. 1 more round we go. Good. And then slowly coming back up. Good, lovely. Hopefully nobody's too dizzy. We're going to hold the ball at the top and we're just going to do a little lean so you can really feel, you can feel that stretch down that side. Back up to the middle and a little lean. If you feel that in your back at all, just tuck that pelvis under and make sure that you're not sticking the bottom out in any way. Lovely. 1 more each side, over we go. Go as far as you want. Pulling that tummy in, staying lovely and tall. Good, okay, so we're going to start to do a bit of a bigger move. If you have any problems with balance, you might want to have the chair near you, but if not, we're going to pass the ball underneath your legs. So lifting that knee up, take your time, lifting the knee, but if you want to, you can just do 1 leg, push the ball under the other leg. That's all you need to do. You can just do 1 leg, holding onto the chair. Okay, so it's like a little crunch. If you see my tummy, as we come up, we're doing a little crunch, yeah? Crunching that tummy. If you can imagine being laid on the floor, that tummy would be crunching, wouldn't it? As you lift the legs. Wonderful. A little bit of a heart-raising one there. Fabulous. Okay, keeping the chair near you if you want it. We're going to go down, a little bend of the knees all the way down to the floor, and then we're going to slowly come back up onto our toes. Reaching as high as we can. If that's a bit much, keep 1 hand on the chair, all the way down, coming back up, keeping that hand on the chair if you need to. Lovely, let's go again, 2 more of these. Down to the floor and really reach up, taking yourself up onto those tiptoes. Fabulous. 1 more time. Bend the knees all the way down and back up. Lovely, good balance. Well done. I'm just going to move my chair. So I want you to take your feet quite wide. Okay. So just watch me to begin with. We're going to use the ball to push the ball down onto the floor. So you're not touching right down to the floor, you're just touching the ball. That makes it a little bit easier for you. If that's too much, use your chair. Okay, so you can just use your chair. And what I want you to do is bend and straighten the legs. Bend and straighten the legs. So we're trying to straighten and stretch those backs of our legs, those hamstrings that get really stiff. But if it's too much to go down onto your ball, just hold on to the chair and bend and straighten. Feeling that lovely stretch on the back of your leg. Okay, and on the next one, I want you to just roll up. Take the ball all the way up above you, little lean back, and come to here again. Okay, wonderful. So starting to stretch those legs. This time, watch again. We're going to do the same. We're going to go down, but we're going to take the ball to our right foot and then across to our left foot. If you want to have the chair handy because that's too much for you, you can just put 1 hand on the chair and the other hand touches the ball on 1 foot to the other. So you've got a little rocking motion from one side to the other. Just a little twist. Let's not stay there too long because the blood goes to our head. Come back, roll up, and all the way up to the top. Good, and just let the blood come back down. Wonderful. So you can pop your ball away for a second. try and leave mine there. Good. Okay. So once the blood's come back down, really good to stretch those hamstrings, as you can probably feel. All right. So we're just going to do a little bit of a march. Good. So we're using our arms just gently as you would normally, as if you're going for a bit of a brisk walk. Okay, then we're going to extend the arms. We're going to take the arms. You might want to slow down with your march, and you might do 2 marches to every arm move. That's it. Lifting and lifting. Here we go. So keep it going. At the top, see if you can really stretch the arms far back as you can make them go. Good. Really working these shoulders. Good. Can we get the hand as close to the ear as possible? That's another one, isn't it? Because they can be out here, can't they? Good. And just gentle little marching. A couple more. That's really good, everyone. Good. Really opening up those shoulders. Lovely. And then we're going to arms up. Stick to the marching. Good. And just lift. Lovely. They only need to go about shoulder height. To do 4 with the palms facing down. So this is 2 with the hands down. 3, 4. Now we're going to lift them with the palms up. So we're going to go up. Slightly different, isn't it? Feel the difference in the shoulder and the front of the arm. 2. No, that was 3. 4. Okay, now you're going to hold them. We're going to just stick to marching and we're going to twist those arms. So the march is turned into a bit of a slow one, so let's pick those knees up a bit. Twisting the arms. Can we feel them? Yes, we're going to work those arms. Just a couple more. Good. And then just roll them lovely and gently. Standing still. Roll them back. Take the elbows out. Circle those elbows. And then back again. Forward. Lovely. Good. Okay, we're going to concentrate on our legs a little bit more. So we're going to go round the clock with our lunges. Okay, so that's where we go just a step forward. Then we go 10 pass. Then we go quarter pass. Go 25 pass. Little step back. Half pass straight behind you. Then change legs. So behind you. 25-2. Quarter 2. Good, 10-2. Just taking that weight forward and again. Okay, so you've got the idea. So when you're stepping, you're just taking the weight forward, not too far, just onto the foot and back. You ready for the second time? Here we go. Forward. 10 pass. Quarter pass. 25 pass. Half pass straight behind you. Same, but with the other leg. Good. Out to the side, 25-2. So just making you go in different directions to what you normally do, 10-2. Good. And forward. So I think we've got it. Let's do it one last time. Here we go, without me talking. Looking good. Straight back. Little bend of that back leg. Good. Last one. Last one to the front. Good. Excellent. Really good. So there's something you could just do, couldn't you? If you had 5 minutes, just do that. And that really gets the legs going in lots of different ways. So we're going to do our roll down. Chin to chest. Shoulders roll forward. Round in the back. Slowly rolling those hands down the front of the leg. As far as you can comfortably go. Hang the hands, hang the head, let gravity open the back up. And then squeeze the tummy, squeeze the bottom, coming back up. And a little shoulder roll at the top. Oh, lovely. It's a good move, isn't it? Let's do that one more time. So, chin tucks in, shoulders forward, rounding down. All the way, hang in the heart, hang in the head. If that's too much for you, just hold on to the chair. Squeeze the bottom, squeeze the tummy, coming back up. And roll those shoulders, lovely. So we are just going to use the chair if you've still got it handy. we're going to do our little cat-cow. So a rounded back, nice soft knees bent, rounded on the back. And then you're going to stick your bottom out, stick your chest forward, and dip the back down. And then we're going to round the back, pull the tummy in. And then we're going to stick the bottom and the chest out, going the other way. As much as you can, just make sure you feel your back just opening out. A couple more times. And you can also feel a little stretch in the shoulders too, as you hold on to the chair. Lovely. Well done, fabulous. So that's a nice warm-up. Good, good, good. Take on water if you're a little bit warm and you need to. But if not, grab your band. Okay. Okay, so once you've got your band, what I'd like you to do, if you can see my band, I'm going to stand on one end and then I'm going to stand on the other end. But you want your feet to be a reasonable width apart. Now, can we manage that? So this is my band here. Yeah, can you see? Yeah, can't sit against my black legs, can you? Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to squat down. Okay, and then as we come up, we're going to lift those elbows up. Yes, Neil, that's perfect. So we're going down. So I've got the middle of my band in my hand, yeah? So I'm standing on the ends of my band, okay? As you stand up, pull the tummy in, stand lovely and tall, lift it up. Now we've all got different length bands and we've all got different strength bands. So I totally understand. If you can only get to here, but your elbows are nice and high and you're lifting, that's great. Now the other thing to think about is I've got the shoulders coming up. Don't lead with the shoulders, lead with the elbows. Try and drop those shoulders. So keeping lovely and tall, arms lift, but the shoulders stay where they are. And again, down we go. This is good. So it's using lots of the body, using your core, shoulders, back, tummy, glutes, thighs, everything. So we'll do a couple more of these. Here we go. Down we go. Watch those bands. And one last one. This is good. Pulling those bands up. So we really need to keep that strength in those arms. Well done. So just be careful because my feet always stick to the band. So be careful. All right, lovely. I'm going to show you on the side. So you want to stand on the band and then with the opposite hand, yeah, so with the opposite hand, and we're in like a calf stretch position. And what I want you to do is a bit like starting a petrol lawnmower, I always think. You know when you used to have to go boom, boom, and start them up like that. Okay, so we're just taking the arm back. You lead with the elbow again, straighten the arm, bend and down. Lead with the elbow, straighten, bend and down. Again, really watch that shoulders not coming up. Okay, if it might be, you might be holding a bit too far down on your band. It might be a bit hard for you. Try and keep that shoulder down. Pulling back, lovely. Really going to work those back of the arms. No bingo wings here, ladies. And drive that elbow back. Let's do one more. Come on, let's go. Here we go. One more. Out. Straighten. 4. Good. And the tummy will have worked then as well, just holding you in that position. We're going to change sides. Foot onto the band. You grip it as far down as you want to. Pull that tummy in as you lean slightly forward. You can rest your hand on your leg, but your tummy's not going to work so well. Okay, so if you can leave this hand, then we're going to drive back, straighten, in and down. This is good. Really start to feel the strength in those arms. If you're all going to be coming back to the gym soon, we need to start getting that strength going, don't we? Or else you're going to find it a shock. Good. Pulling back, elbow first, arms straighten, down. These are good, everyone. Well done. Lift, straighten. Let's have one more. Here we go. Elbow, straighten, Fabulous, well done, well done. Give those shoulders a little roll. We're not done with the arms just yet, guys, okay. You know when we do our chest opener and we take our arms out, we're going to try and do that with a band. First time we've done this. So I want you to have the band out in front of you and you're going to open the chest out. So it's going to look like this from the front. Yeah, same arm, same size before. So taking it back, look back. It's just like we do when we start with our breathing. Looking back over the shoulder. Keep this band in front of you and that hand out there. Okay. All right, we're going to change again. So this hand's out in front of me. Yeah, and we're going to pull that arm and it can straighten behind you. That's it. So it's opening up that chest. A little twist of the body. Open and look back. It's working the front. Oh, yeah. You almost get into that archery position, but we're taking the arm out straight today. When we've done the archery before, we've bent the arm, haven't we? Today, we're taking the arm straight. One more. Oh, good. And give those a breath. Excellent. I'll tell you what, give yourselves a quick hug. And that isn't just because you deserve one. That is because we're just opening up those shoulders there. Okay. So just hug the arms across. Give them a nice pull forward. Well done. Okay. All right. So we're going to do another full body movement. If you pop the band on the end underneath your left foot, you're going to have almost right to the other end in both of your hands. Feet reasonable distance wide apart. You're going to go down and we're doing a wood chop. We've done it before and we lift all the way up to the other side at a diagonal. So we're going to go down on one side and lift and push away. Down one side. It's up to you how far you want to bend down. Just bend the knees as you go down and then lift the body across. Nice and tall, stretching high, lovely. Big stretches. Two more. Here we go. Big stretch, big movements today. And last one this side. Yes, that does mean we're doing it the other side. Okay. So, unstick your band from your foot. Same thing. Other end in both hands. Going down and across the body. So it's really good to work your body across because we don't tend to do too much of this in our daily lives. So we're trying to work the body in a different way, challenge it a little bit more. If you can just go here and not too much of a bend to across, that's still good. That's what we're wanting, is that twist across. Two more, here we go. Big stretch, reaching up, down, reaching up. Good. Oh, we should be able to feel that. It works across the chest there, so it involves all the tummy, sides, middle, etc. So well done there, really good. Okay, so we're going to go down to seated. We're going to do some seated band exercises. Okay, a little bit different to what we may have done before. So, cool. So these are different without sort of, too much. We did some marching where we got our cardio going earlier, but this is more for strength training now. So we're going to put the middle of our band underneath our feet, and I want you to hold on to the ends of your band. I want you to tuck your elbows in, okay, to your sides, and I want you to put your band on top, hands pointing upwards. And we're going to do our lovely bicep curl. So we're working the front of those arms, building up the strength in those arms. Sit lovely and tall. Now try one floppy, do one a bit slouchy for me. It's a lot harder. Sit tall and become stronger. So really brace the body. That's it. You know when you're lifting something heavy, you prepare yourself, don't you? You brace your body. That's what you need to do. So lift in to the shoulders and down. If it's too much, hold the bands right on the end. If it's too easy, hold them further down. Couple more. Fabulous. Okay, we're going to go back to legs. So, shouldn't have let go. Underneath your legs, you're going to bring them up underneath. and you're going to cross them over. I want you to hold them when they're crossed. I want you to hold them nice and tight, sitting lovely and tall, okay? And we're going to open our legs. Now this should work all the way down the outside into the glutes, okay? So if you sat lovely and tall and you're opening your legs, you should be able to feel that resistance all the way into the glutes. The wider you go, just lifting the heels off the floor, twisting the knees and the legs out. Ladies with any hip problems, just be careful. It's a good one, but just do it gently. You don't need to go wide. Fabulous. 2 more. Good. And sitting tall just helps you brace that core. Lovely. You've got your band crossed over. I'm going to take my left hand on the top and I'm going to look away and pull the band as I look away. So I'm going to look over my shoulder, pull my band. So the body has to be used, the arm is being used with the shoulder as we look away and we pull. Try and sit lovely and tall as you do this. So we used to do something similar, sat on the floor, and this is just it seated. We're just turning, looking, one more this side, then we give the arm a rest. Fabulous. Now, change over so that the top one is your right hand, okay? It just means it's not going to hit the other band. Okay, we've got that there, all right, and then we're going to just look away. If you're feeling really strong and you want to do a slight lean back, I'll show you. As we used to on the floor, if you want to do a little lean back without touching the chair, you want to lean back as you go so that the tummy gets engaged, you can. So we're just leaning, looking over the shoulder, sitting tall. Leaning, looking over the shoulder. So if anybody has any trouble getting up and down off the floor and wouldn't want to do these on the floor, then they can be done seated. Just leaning back and sitting tall. 2 more. Big pull with the arm. You'll see that all the way in the shoulder as well. And a lovely twist. Good, well done. Okay, so I want you to sit on your band, okay? You can get your band underneath your bottom. Okay, that's lovely. You don't have to do a wiggle like I was. All right, you were going to probably want to make sure that it's equal either side. Okay, and that you're holding near the end. All right. So what I want you to do is put your left hand on your chest because we're just going to lift one side and do a lovely big reach. Change hands. Put the other hand on the lap and then lift in a little lean. Okay, so you're using your whole of your body to push the band up and a little lean. Try not to use any arms of the chair. That's cheating. So we're going up, push. You should start to feel that using the core, using your thighs. Hopefully your bands are long enough. If they aren't, just a quickie, if they aren't, you could have all of the band this side, you could do 10 this side, and then you could shimmy the band across and do 10 that side. So if anybody has got a bit of a shorter band, that's what you could do. Okay, let's finish off. 2 on each side. So really sitting lovely and tall and pushing away, elongating that side. Oh, with that band, it just makes it a little bit harder. Fabulous. Well done, well done. Okay. So we're just going to finish off. We're going to grab our ball and swap it for the band. Well done. Okay. I want you to pop the ball between your knees. We're going to do a little squeezes. So we're going to do some squeezes. Now we're going to work the inside of the legs, whereas when we had the band going outwards, we work the outside of the legs. So we're going to sit lovely and tall, bring the tummy in, and do some lovely squeezes. Try not to burst the ball, but really squeeze, and feel like you're squeezing here as well. So you're squeezing with the pelvis as much as you are with your knees. Wonderful. Good. 2 more little squeezes. There we go. Fabulous. So we're just going to pop them between our feet. We can do a little test here. Now, try not to lean back. I'm not going to turn my chair sideways for this. Try not to lean back. Stay really tall. taking the legs out in front of you, just see if you can lift and lower that ball. Trying to use the tummy. Don't use the chair. And a couple of lifts. Here we go. 1, 2, and then relax. That's quite a toughie, but you can imagine doing those a few times. Just taking those legs out really works. Okay. Lovely. We're going to go into our stretches. So I'm going to pop the ball out the way, I think, for these. Okay. Good. So our hamstring stretch, really important. We stretched it a little bit earlier, but we're going to carry on now. So one leg straight, heel on the floor, other leg bent. You can rest on that bent leg. I want you to just take your body forward. Tilt your body forward, still with the head up. If you collapse, you're just going to use your back. Whereas if you lean forward, you can feel it in the back of that leg. So just take the chest forward, hold it there. If you want to bring your toes towards you, you'll feel it lower down in the calf. And these stretches are just, even if you don't feel like doing the other exercises, fast forward and do the stretches. Okay, let's change legs. Here we go. So, leg nice and straight, hands on the bent leg, chest forward. You may feel it a little bit in your lower back. That's okay because you are sort of leaning forward, that's fine. If you would collapse like this, you would definitely feel it in your back. So just keep your chest up. Lovely. And you might want to do those a couple of times if that was what you were doing as a little stretch every now and again. So we're then going to, if you can, bring your knee into your chest. So all I've done is I've lifted my knee up and I'm bringing it into my chest. I'm sitting as tall as I can. Hopefully that shouldn't cause you any problems with hips or anything. If your knees are a little bit sore, you could hold under so that you're not putting pressure near your knee. Okay? Lovely, then change legs. You may want to lift it up with your hand under your knee. If your knee's okay, hug it in and sit lovely and tall. Good. And that should stretch right into your glutes. Lovely. Okay. We're going to do a really big stretch again. So we're going to reach right up nice and tall. Try and get the hands as near to your ears as possible. And then we're going to fold at the hips. We're going to reach down. See how far can you reach down to the floor, to the toes, to your ankles, or just below your knees. And then slowly pulling the tummy in as you roll back up again. Big move. Sit tall and deep breath as we go. Breathe in. And then as you come back up, breathe out. One more time. Here we go. Let's breathe in as we go down. Pull the tummy in, rolling down. And breathe out as you come back up. Lovely. Taking one arm down to the side. Taking the other arm down to the side. Brilliant. Then you're going to just do a couple of our little twists. Hands together, a little bit of pressure. Okay, so it works the chest. And we're just going to twist and look one way. And twist and look the other. And there really is no help from your waist down when you're sitting. It is all waist up. You can't use your knees and your hips, can you? So this really does test that also. Just a lovely flow, keeping the nose in line with the fingers. See how mobile you can get your back. Wonderful. Last one. And back. Brilliant. We're going to interlock our fingers and turn them round, pushing them out in front of us. Okay, you'll feel that in different parts of the body, different parts of the arm rather. And then I want you to really round the shoulders and push the shoulders out as well. So you see the difference between sitting tall and pushing them out. Good, really round. You might feel that down here inside the actual arm, yeah. And then see if you can sit tall and take it up. Oh, wonderful. And then let them go and come down behind you. Brilliant. There's a little bit of you can push your hands down, so fingers pointing down to the floor. Just gently, just moving the wrist, and it works the muscles in the arm. We've done quite a lot with the arms today, so we'll have a good stretch. Taking it the other way, put the fingers up, and then just pull back. Just do it gently. If you've got any arthritis anyway, just be careful. but it keeps all the tendons and all the muscles in the arm moving. You're less likely to injure yourself if you keep everything moving. So, fingers pointing down, just pull them slightly towards you. As we get older, we lose a lot of elasticity in our muscles and our tendons and things, which is why we end up by getting injured quite a lot. So the more we can move them in different ways, the better. Fingers up, pull the hand back. Unusual stretches, but worth doing. And then just a little roll of the fingers and the roll of the hands. Good. We've got one last one. We usually do it standing. We're going to just take that arm across, and you should feel that all across those muscles in the back of the arm. If you have any aches and pains over the next couple of days, you know what stretches to do. Good. And then we're going to change the other one, take it across, pull it in. Wonderful. Good. Resting hands down. I want you to pop your hands, palms facing up. We're going to stay here for our relaxation. So I just want us to drop our head, our right ear to our right shoulder, keeping the shoulders nice and level. Just rest the head down. Head up into the middle, and then over to the other side. Stretching down that side of the neck into the shoulder. Really good if you're feeling a bit stressed or get cold. And the chin goes down to the chest, forward. You should feel it all the way into the upper back, maybe down behind the shoulder blade. And one last one, looking up to the ceiling. And then come down. Good. Okay. So our breathing, just to finish on, we're just going to take our arms out, and then we're going to come back up into the middle. We're going to take our arms out. So we're going to breathe out as we go down and in. Out. So in through the nose, out through the mouth. Looking lovely and tall. This time we're going to go all the way around in a big circle, all the way up to the top. And then back out again. Let's do one more of those. All the way out we go. Maybe look up to the ceiling, pause, and then down. Yay. Little roll of those shoulders. There we go, well done. Brilliant. Well done, well done.